This is 1 year ago today. If you're new here, I explain what happened 1 year ago today with a few side topics. The topics of the day are top news story headlines, daily holidays, some history from a bit more than 1 year ago today, and the COVID-19 topic. Let's get into it. 1 year ago today, the top news story headline was that it was the first day of quarantine, or it was technically the first day of quarantine part 2. Many places closed down yesterday, and today it was just the second day that other places would close down. The first headline is about states and countries' COVID cases. Many of them have flashed red, which indicates that COVID is spiking there. It is a time of uncertainty, and I know that at least I thought that this lockdown would have never lasted this long. You can always see the progress of the pandemic later in the COVID-19 topic. The next headline from 1 year ago today takes place in New York City. It just shut down. Schools, restaurants, bars, and a lot of other things have shut down today. This is so crazy, right? The next headline from 1 year ago today is about Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders. They fought over policies and records in a head-to-head debate. That happened 1 year ago today, and hopefully that took you back then. The next headline from 1 year ago today takes place in Europe. They closed down their borders to help stop COVID from getting in. However, the enemy was already inside. This is scary to think about and just gives me a shiver to talk about. That 100% takes me back on a journey 1 year ago today. The next headline from 1 year ago today is about the COVID-19 vaccine. No, it was not secretly released 1 year ago today. However, the United States offered a large sum of money to research companies for the vaccine. We were already planning for the future, although it was a time of uncertainty when that would happen. This last headline from 1 year ago today is about the Israeli election. Benny Gantz. With a small gap, he won the chance of Israel's election. The election was very close and the gap was very small, just like a bunch of other drama happening back then. Well, that's all for the top headlines from 1 year ago today. I really hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully that took you back on a journey 1 year ago today. Lastly, I'm praying that you'll enjoy the daily holidays just as much as you enjoyed this. Today, there are two daily holidays. These are National Artichoke Day and National Panda Day. First, National Artichoke Day. We are supposed to devour this delicious and nutritious plant. Artichokes are from the Mediterranean and are one of the oldest foods in the world. Fun fact, the Greek and Romans ate them in the 8th century. In the United States, 99.9% of artichokes are grown in California, where it happens to be the state vegetable. So, what are you waiting for? Are you just not going to devour this awesome vegetable? Well, here's some history on it. In 371 BCE, they made their first reference. In the 8th century, they became abundant. In the 1530s, the artichoke's name development began. The next and final headline celebrated today, daily holiday, is National Panda Day. Pandas are very cute. However, today there are less than 2,000 of them left. We can interpret this daily holiday in many ways. We could acknowledge how cute these animals are or help spread awareness for their small population. Whatever it is, if we all agree that this picture of this baby panda is just extremely cute, then could you please give this video a like and share it with your friends? You don't have to do both, but at least like it. Well, that's all for the daily holidays. I really hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully you'll enjoy the history just as much as you enjoyed this. Today, the history starts off in Jerusalem. In 597 BCE, the Babylonians captured Jerusalem. There isn't really anything interesting for the history between 597 BCE and 1792, so we're going to jump ahead really far in time. In 1792, King Gustav III of Sweden was assassinated. Even if the assassination is on a foreign person, no offense to King Gustav III of Sweden, it's always cool to hear one. No offense to the person who was assassinated again. He was shot in an opera by a masked man named Jacob Johann Anquesto. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. In 1827, the first newspaper company was owned by and operated by an African American. This was in New York City and was called Freedom's Journal. Today, in 1830, the New York Stock Exchange has its slowest day. Only 31 shares were traded. Wow. In 1834, Charles Darwin anchored in the Falklands Islands for the first time. In 1861, Arizona left the Civil War. This is random. In 1871, the first fertilizer law was passed. In 1883, Susan Hayhurst became the first woman to graduate from a pharmacy school. In 1900, Isadora Duncan gave her first dance routine in London. In 1912, the first cherry tree was planted in Washington, D.C. In 1917, after the assassination of Nicholas II of the Tsar, his brother declined the throne. In 1920, the first acre park was created. This was Bronx Park in Bronx. In 1922, Egypt got its independence from Britain. However, British troops remained there. In 1926, the first liquid fuel rocket was launched. In 1941, the National Gallery of Arts was opened in Washington, D.C. Here is a shot of wow. In 1945, Wurzburg in Germany was 90 100% destroyed, with 5,000 dead in only 20 minutes by British bombers. In 1950, there was the first National Book Awards. In 1955, the President Eisenhower upheld the use of nuclear weapons in the Cold War. In 1968, John F. Kennedy announced his presidential campaign. In 1968 as well, General Motors produced its 100th million car. Well, that's all for the history from a bit more than 1 year ago today. I really hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully you'll enjoy the COVID-19 topic just as much as you enjoyed this. This is what COVID-19 looked like 1 year ago today. First, the cases at the death toll. 1 year ago today, the world gained 13,982 new cases and had a total of 167,499. The United States confirmed 907 cases, bumping up their total to 4,507. India gained 6 cases, having a total of 119. Brazil gained 38 cases, bumping up their total to 200. Russia gained 27 cases and had a total of 90. The United Kingdom confirmed 612 cases, having a total of 3,684. France gained 2,134 cases, bumping up their total to 6,633. Turkey gained 12 cases, having a total of 18. Italy confirmed 3,233 cases and had a total of 27,980. Spain gained 2,144 cases, bumping up their total to 9,942. Germany gained 1,477 cases, bumping up their total to 7,272. Colombia confirmed 23 cases, having a total of 57. Argentina gained 11 cases and had a total of 56. Mexico gained 29 cases, bumping up their total to 82. Canada gained 100 cases, having a total of 441. Australia gained 78 cases and had a total of 376. Israel gained 74 cases, bumping up their total to 251. Malaysia gained 125 cases and had a total of 553. Singapore gained 17 cases, having a total of 243. South Korea gained 74 cases and had a total at the time of 8,236. Thailand had 33 tests come back positive and had a total of 147 total tests come back positive. Vietnam gained 4 cases and had a total of 61. Egypt gained 40 cases, having a total of 166. Greece gained 21 cases, bumping up their total to 352. Guatemala at the time had gained 5 cases and had a total of 6. Indonesia gained 17 cases, bumping up their total to 134. Kuwait at the time gained 11 cases and had a total of 123. Qatar had 64 tests come back positive and had a total of 401. For the death toll, 1 year ago today, the world gained 871 new deaths and had a total of 6,606. The United States gained 23 deaths and had a total of 91. The United Kingdom gained 22 deaths, bumping up their total to 65. France gained 57 deaths, having a total of 148. Italy gained 349 deaths, bumping up their total to 2,158. Spain gained 53 deaths and had a total of 342. Germany gained 6 deaths, having a total of 17. Canada gained 3 deaths and had a total of 4. Well, that's all for the COVID-19 topic from 1 year ago today. Any country we did not mention either gained 0 cases or deaths or is too small and would therefore make the COVID-19 topic too long. Well, again, that's all. I really hope you enjoyed, and hopefully you'll enjoy the conclusion just as much as you enjoyed this. This is the conclusion of the video. If we can all agree that these pictures of pandas are just extremely cute, and in order to help show your support for the endangered species, then could you please give this video a like and share it with your friends and family? I just know that they're gonna love it. Anyways, this is the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I made your day way better. If you would like to get more out of the channel that takes you back on a journey 1 year ago today, then please consider subscribing by scrolling down and clicking the red button that says subscribe. And if you would like to be notified whenever we release a video, click on the bell, then click on all.